Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here on this Friday. We're only a few hours away from our live stream going on at 9 o'clock Eastern. We got West Coast Dallas Cowboys coming to the East Coast being part of our show. And tonight, the topic is, are the Dallas Cowboys offense, is it actually Dak friendly? Does that actually exist? And where does it stand? And what else can the Dallas Cowboys do to help my quarterback? Also, too, my man Law Nation may be joining in as well. So we're going to be trying something a little different. We're going to be trying to do this to see if we can get this stuff together. I'm going to practice here and make sure the system is all working. But we're going to put West Coast on this side. We're going to put Law Nation on that side. And I'm going to be in the middle. But wait, actually, maybe West Coast should actually be there. Law Nation should be here. And I should be here on the... never mind. Never mind. But anyway, we got word that the Dallas Cowboys are looking into getting Jaylon Smith's contract done. They don't have to get it done right now, but they're looking into getting this thing done. Understand this, the best way you make money in investing is buy low, sell high. Get in on the ground floor before it blows up, because once it blows up, it costs you a whole lot more. If you were in the real estate market, you know when you wanted to buy about 4 years, 5 years ago when the market was depressed. If you bought then, guess what? The value just continued to go up. And that's where the Dallas Cowboys are looking and saying, you know what? Jaylon Smith, he had that great year last year. If we go ahead and get this thing done now, it may save us some money down the road. And what a difference a year makes. Because let's think about this now. I'm going to be the first one to admit that I said I had questions after last year. With the drop foot syndrome from, him basically messing up his knee completely, there was no guarantee that that drop foot was going to come back. And understand what drop foot was. Literally, the nerve endings wouldn't allow his foot to control it on a regular basis like it's supposed to. So he had to wear a special brace that basically was pulling it back up in place. And understand, when you're a linebacker, you have to change direction. You got to be able to put your foot in the ground, boom, and go in pass coverage. You got to be able to put your foot in the ground and drive and knock the heck out of somebody when you're tackling. And he had a hell of a season on really one foot. And you had to wonder, is he going to be able to take it to another level where he could be a starter on a regular basis? And boy, did he prove everybody wrong, because he not only got over that whole drop foot syndrome, he became one of the best linebackers in football. So hats off to the man. So the Cowboys recognizing this, what the Cowboys are actually doing is kind of smart, because what they're trying to figure is this. The advantage that the Dallas Cowboys have is they have been great at drafting. And understand, that's the best way to build a team. When you can draft well, you're getting these guys for 4 or 5 years dirt cheap. You don't have to pay them until the third or the fourth year, the fourth or the fifth year, depending on where their contract is. And that means you've got talent that if you can plug in right away within that first or second year, you are playing with house money. So they realize this, and they say, you know what? Let's lock up these cornerstone pieces now, because the value is going to go up. The cost is going to go up. We've got the new collective bargaining agreement, which is going to happen in 2020. And understand, you watch what's going to happen with the salary cap. I think it's going to go through the roof. I think when they renegotiate the television contracts, that you're going to see some new players that are going to be stepping up to be live streaming the games directly, be it Amazon or YouTube. Somebody's going to come through and pay big money for that. So you're looking down the road figuring the cap is going to balloon up. And if for no other reason, listen, it always goes up. Football still is the most popular sport in the world. So the Cowboys are trying to lock up these cornerstone pieces now, which is wise. Now, for Jaylon Smith, you got to love the guy. He made a promise about finishing school, and let's watch this clip real quick.
Just a little bit.
We good?
Talk about how meaningful this weekend was for you, and just what all you took and how you immersed yourself.
A wonderful experience. When I left after my junior year, I promised my mom that I would go back and finish. So finishing my third year with the Cowboys, it was time. So 21 hours, it was very stressful, but life-changing. I'm excited to walk across the stage this weekend.
What all did you take? 21 hours, that was a lot.
Man, I took, critical pedagogy, Latino studies, Latino muralism, philosophy of human nature, intro to poetry. You name it, I took it.
What's your degree in?
Film and television.
So the playbook's going to be easy after everything you had to study this year, right?
I mean, it's a great experience for sure. Yeah.
Fourth quarter,
Talk about Sean Lee coming back and you guys playing alongside him.
Man, Sean has meant so much to this organization. So to see him back again for another round is a good experience.
My question.
Yeah, so for me, entrepreneurship is something that I've always aspired to be. I've always aspired to be an entrepreneur, investing in private equity, venture capital, real estate developments. I've been a business owner myself. The one thing that I've noticed is it's all about access. It's a quality deal flow. So I wanted to be able to provide that to minorities, Black, Brown, Latino, and works to close the gap. So that's why I started the MEI.
How much did you work out while you were at Notre Dame taking your classes too? Are you with the football team?
Yeah, I worked out with the team a lot. So I'm back and I'm ready.
He's back and he's ready. You know what? I absolutely positively love that. He's getting his degree in television and film. And Jaylon, if you'd like to continue your education, I can work with you on YouTube. So, have your people call me. Have your people call me. How about that? Okay, I ain't got no people, but understand, we do this a little bit on YouTube. But Jaylon Smith is an incredible human being. To me, the Dallas Cowboys have completely changed the narrative on what the Dallas Cowboys used to be. Understand? Damn it, E2. Still got this cold from you from last weekend. Understand, our Cowboys back in the 90s were a little bit on the edge, and thank God social media wasn't about when the 90s Dallas Cowboys were there. Let's be honest. You know Michael Irvin and gang. Y'all had some fun. But this Dallas Cowboy team is the polar opposite on that, because you look at like Dak Prescott getting his master's degree in psychology, Jaylon Smith making a promise to his mother, going back to school and getting his degree in film study and stuff. And, the character of him. He actually worked at Burger King growing up. And there's a story out there that Rod is actually older than him. Rod and him were, kind of play fighting. And evidently, Rob ended up smacking him a little too hard. He jumped out the window, and Jaylon chased him for about 10 minutes. I don't know if he ever caught him or not, but, it's kind of those interesting stories there. But you got to feel good about these guys that we have on the Dallas Cowboys. No joke, seriously. All jokes aside, you look at Zeke Elliott, the things that he's doing, how he has truly become a leader. Besides just wanting to eat and feed on defenses, these guys are really, honestly and truly giving back to the community, because I've been blessed to have actually worked with a lot of great players out there. And a lot of them, you don't know some of the things that they do outside of the football field. But they have the power. They yield so much power that people's lives are changed by the work that they do. I can tell a kid all day long, man, it's important to go to school, get your education, man. Work hard, stay off the streets. And, it just goes in one ear out the other. But you get somebody like Jaylon Smith or Dak Prescott, or Allen Hurns, these guys that get it and understand that it's more than just about me. It's about the community in general. And the Dallas Cowboys are truly blessed to have these kind of guys and to be looking for these kinds of guys. As I look, it amazes me because of the Jets. The Jets are going out, and they've got 3 of the highest paid free agents in football. I believe that's where it is right now. And do you really think the Jets are going to win football this year? You think that they're actually going to do well? I don't. I think they're going to be a dumpster fire. Le'Veon Bell, he's got more talent than than anybody out there. Yet he hasn't even gotten to town, and it's already drama-filled. The same thing with Odell Beckham. I am happy that my team right now is drama-free, that we got rid of all drama queens, And we got guys that are focused on being here, playing football. And instead of it being me, it's about the team. And that's why you try and lock down a guy like Jaylon Smith. Make sure you guys tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have a great live stream. Might even go into a little overtime with it. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, you're up to date with the Dallas Cowboys.